This house was abandoned for 17 years before it went on the market. It's on a huge lot with a workshop and an old pony barn, and they were accepting the best offer after 1 week. I offered up my life savings, and before I knew it, I was the proud owner of a house I had never seen. Here we go. The house was full of personal belongings that were left behind. It was in serious disrepair. It had major roof damage and been letting in water for decades. Sections of the building had already collapsed. As bad as it looked on the surface, nothing could have prepared me for what we would uncover along the way. Back there is what is currently the second bedroom of the house, but I can't get there because, well, there's no floor between right here and over there. There's also no roof right here, which is why there's no floor right there. Every step has been a challenge, but I'm all in on this. I don't have much of a choice but to fix it. So piece by piece, we're bringing this place back to life. Great. That lamp still works. Definitely not a fire hazard. So yeah, it smells of...
Oh God, it smells worse.
Okay. And then we are gonna start, I think, working our way from this side of the house over that way. And we're just, it's just all got to go.
There's a litter box in here.
Well, not for long. First thing out, litter box. Don't put your deadbolts in like that. The screw should be on the inside. Now what?
What? I found the safe.
Where is it? Okay. Gross.
Yes. It was in a suitcase and someone dumped it.
Either a suitcase or a laundry basket. Oh, look at this though. Old repair manuals. Oh. Basic plumbing. We're gonna need that. New complete do-it-yourself manual. We're gonna need that. So the floor is caving in here, so there is no getting to that room quite yet. However, this room, socks, in case anybody needs socks, photos of nature.
More couch cushions? I don't really know how those made it in here, but...
Alright. Johnny Cash record.
Yeah, that's a CD.
Whatever. A big old cat turd. 70s carpet. Any good? Nada. Here's the truck that's in the back covered by a tree. And the van covered by a tree. And maybe the truck got its damage right here because of that tree.
A tree fell on it.
Oh, that's what the house looked like before it was falling down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How about it? That's kind of neat. So there was a sink here at some point.
Like, what if they cut this out?
And didn't frame it right.
Yeah.
I bet if we take a hammer through that wall.
The whole house will come caving down?
Lunch clothes. Lights work, which is scary. Nothing about this construction makes any sense. But we'll figure it out. Because this closet doesn't look real either. What do we got in here? Irish Spring. We're going to need a lot of that. 20% more fresh. Sounds like there was a discovery. What is it?
There's like a step in here.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why would that be there?
I don't know.
Big cricket that you don't like next to you.
I know, I think it's dead.
Okay.
Oh God, it's not dead! Leave. Leave! Ah!
Alright, bolstered by some success, we're apparently going to go ahead and press our luck with some circus tricks here. There's no glass. There you go.
Can you hold my ladder? I mean...
What else did we get? Oh, we got this Rolex. It says right there, Rolex.
Okay, it's not a real Rolex.
She says it's not a real Rolex. I want to be rich. Hold the door. All right, gang. It's not a gym, but compared to what it was, it's pretty great. That's a pretty good frog. It's tea kettle. Keys. Maybe they fit something that's in the garage or that truck. Whew. We got our work cut out for us, that's for sure. She's down. She's real down. Floor's collapsing right here. We got to get into these walls. This extension was obviously never done correctly. And then after 20 years, you know, we got a problem. There we go. Wow, okay. I don't even know what to say about this. I'm already confused, gang. I don't know what's going on, but I guess that this was once the exterior wall. Hi-ya! This can finally go. This is a little bit like being in the circus. Fire up the calliope and we'll see what we can do. I mean, if I fall, there's not that far to go, but probably a bunch of pointy stuff. Stay tuned. This might get interesting. This rafter and the one next to it have dropped, call it 1.5 inches. So it could be worse. There's definitely collapsification evidence up here, as if we didn't already know that. That's the one that's falling down. That one's trying to fall down real good. And then these are all actually structurally sound. I think it'll do. Dang it, I had other things to do today. All right. I even own a lift, but, well, that doesn't matter much right now because the car ain't driving itself over there. Being a little delicate about this because I don't want to fall through the floor. Well, she's coming apart. I mean, she's been wanting to for 20 years now, so bird's nest in here. That's obviously rotten. You might be just about as curious as I am. Ice maker and pool. Pool. Quite nice. There we go. Out you go, pal. Now I got to get all of this out, including this water heater, which is potentially still full of water. And this is probably full of all sorts of different fecal matters. Well, let's just starting. I do love these warning labels. Poor little fella dancing on fire. Stop, drop, and roll, baby. 8 pounds a gallon, gang. Okay. Apparently we're not getting in that way. There she goes. Well, it's a bit of a mess. I don't know why I only have one glove. This thing's either gonna be heavy or really heavy, depending on how much water we got out of it. So let's, oh, it's the really heavy version. Hey, look at that. That's a great big hole right there. Yeah, buddy. This could be way worse. It's not good, but it could be worse. But it was reflected in the price we paid, you know? That's how you get a deal. You gotta be willing to work. Yeah, right? Now we can see a great big hole where no hole should be. I mean, it's clearly not holding anything up right now anyway. It's because it's bad, gang. But can we fix it? Sure, why not? It's just a bunch of sticks in the shape of a great big box. Sure. Let's see if this can do it. Don't know what vehicle this came out of. Found it in the garage, gang. Look at that. The building is flipped in right back up. Anyway, that's not bad. That's more leveler. Here goes nothing. Milestones, team. We are measuring for our first new piece of wood. Whoosh. Now who looks like a real carpenter? 31 1/4. First new piece of wood in this busted, crappy old house. Just gotta keep doing that a bunch of times more and we'll have a great house. It's gonna be cool. This whole thing may seem really dumb to you guys, but I'm pretty stoked at this little bit of progress. Just getting mentally prepared to tackle starting was a lot. I'm pretty stoked. Trying to get it into bite-sized enough pieces to get it out of this hole. Lift with your back. It just doesn't want to cooperate. And I'll get it loose. Oh, she's loose now. Third time's the charm. Heavy, pointy, rusty stuff on 3. 1, 2, 3. Just taking a break. Piece of cake. That better be worth so many tacos. I don't know what died in here or when, but that sure looks like a backbone. Whatever it was, it's been in here a minute. Wasn't small. Do a little removal here. Yeah, Yep, just a little bit of that. Just thinking about it. Sounds like Rice Krispies though. Welcome to Ryan's Sketchy Home Repair. So what we got is another jack, and our notch is kind of lined up, but we're 1.5 inches away from being seated. And we got this jack, which is dying a slow death. So we're gonna do the right thing and hit the far end with a sledgehammer. I know where that needs to go. 1 1/2 inches, that way. Don't try this at home. 4. Going nowhere. Believe it or not, this ridiculous method worked. So that thing's seated up there. I pretty much turned this jack into scrap metal. This thing has been here a long time, friends. Okay. There's never been a surface here since I've owned this house. So it ain't much, but it's something to me. We got lots to do. It's something. Come a long, long way by myself, struggling at this. First rot removed and replaced. So that's a big, big milestone. Let's just keep taking it a day at a time, I guess. This stuff that looks like a sponge is what should be holding up this wall of the house, because the foundation and sill plate and foundation are right there. It's really hard to tell what started the problem, but it was shingled, and then I guess they threw some metal roofing on it when it started leaking, and that was all a couple decades ago. Huh? Huh? Heater, fan, cat cages, buckets. I guess that was probably collecting water. Kiddie pool, that was probably collecting water. Boy, howdy, this is gonna be interesting. Sun is just coming up, and this extension is coming down. Never done this before. I'm excited about it. I'm a little nervous. It's a lot of work, but I think the result will be way more better. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Holy moly. Man, there's gonna be a lot to clean up. Because I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure it out. Guys, the imagination with a project can go, ow, lamp. Heavy, heavy brass lamp. Spider's still there. Gang, I'm so excited about this. It's kind of like ripping a Band-Aid off, finally. But it's more like ripping an extension off. The kiddie pool has a sump pump in it, so that suggests that was the solution to catch the water damage that was coming clearly off this corner. Feels like we're really doing something. It's pretty cool. So the more time I spend with it, communing with the property and the house and the structure, I feel weirdly less intimidated than more intimidated. It's interesting to be a one-man operation, to see this disaster and to feel like, yeah, I got it. I can do it. It's a good feeling. Oh, wow, that's a tree root right there. That's an angry worm. Don't let your eyes deceive you. I am not a giant. The ceiling is just really, really low. So this entire room is one more curiosity. It's definitely an extension. It is 2 steps up from the previous extension, and yet the ceiling height does not step up with it. So I should start with my least favorite thing, which is taking out the ceilings. Why? Well, because it all falls on your head. It's usually a mixture of fiberglass, rat poop. You just kind of have to embrace the suck. This is Leroy. He's here to do damage. I've never seen anything like this. Look at this. Completely mummified. What? Guys, it's very weird. 20.5-inch spacing, except for this, which is 27 inches. I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying it's still standing and I can see it, it's right there. There's also mummified, petrified poop, and it's big, and there's a lot of it. Vertebrae. You can see how badly the roof is sagging. Oh, you know what? Interesting. Okay, forensics tells us that dark wood is the original, potentially the original overhang from this exterior wall, and they just scabbed onto it, and it is dragging it down significantly. This is another big problem, because the dark part of the roof is the overhang from the original roof. They did not continue the new ridge all the way over. They could have done mo better there. All right, we're just gonna bang a couple glugs in there. Perfect. Timber! Yeah, all right. But stink doesn't weigh much. Alright, I'm just gonna walk away. Alright, scurry away, but I still made it. Ouch. Alright, that one got me. Great. Oh, there's that shaving razor I was missing. Okay. It's disgusting. Out she goes, every last bit of it. Every bit of it. At this point, I had to use the garden hoe to scrape this emulsification of disintegrated and reconstituted particle board and dust, and I mean it's bad in here. Whatever's in there, it's gonna be bad. I think I don't want it on me. I just don't. All right, stay stuck. What's in the box? Oof, duh. What is that? God, the smell already. Woo! Oh, this is brutal. Oh, it's so bad. 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 Oh, let it out. I shouldn't have done that. Oh. 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 Whew. It's lingering. I'm so glad I did not do this in the house. All right. What's in the fridge? Good night. Hot dogs, olives. I don't know what these creatures are in here, but holy. Woof. 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 Wait. There's a crock pot dish in there. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. If you guys are new to the channel, I want you to understand that this is not a house where somebody passed away and then it just sat for a long time. Like, they moved to Tennessee. And I guess maybe they thought they'd come back and didn't. And I bought it from the previous owners. They are still alive and kicking. Like, it's, yeah. Whew. Whew. I guess they plan on coming back. They cooked something in the crock pot, and there it was. Also, we found the limit of what Arm & Hammer baking soda can do. Look. Oh, boy. Oh. Oh. By the size of the little fella, I guess he's probably a rat. I guess it was several little guys. It looks like he had a little mouse buddy in there too. Yeah, that's just full. Full of poo. What do we got under here? This, you guys can probably see way better than me, is the crawl space under what was the kitchen. Yeah. I think it's gonna be all right, gang. Man. These are very long hours. So at this point, I've just made my own mess. Time to start hauling all this to the dumpster. We're only about a third of the way through with the top layer. Then I gotta take out the next layer, and then we gotta take out the framing. Got a lot to do. A lot to do. I did find something in here that I think is absolutely fascinating. So I was peeling up this paper underlayment that was all under the original hardwood, and here is what looks like part of a crate. But this says what it was. Duct assembly B-17B, which I'm assuming is B-17 bomber. It has a DWG, so drawing number, revision number. Anyway, there's a lot of research. I'm gonna see if I can find some plans for a B-17 and figure out what this was. Some of the stuff that comes up in a quick search is the ductwork that fed air from the wing into the superchargers and into the coolers. Obviously on a joist. I'm saying or so because I don't know the exact joist spacing. It's discouraging. Alright, that's it. Just need a bigger doohickey there. This is serious lumber. All I could think was, oh gross, there's a pillow. Then I tried to move it, and it's a bag of concrete that got left there, and that is a concrete pillow is what that is. So. Continue on, more mysteries. This plumbing's been disconnected for a long time. I can tell because, well, there's a hole in the ground underneath it where the water has basically just washed everything away. This ran to the sink over here and the clothes washing machine in the other room. Get it? Man. Really don't know what these holes are. It really is beautiful, beautiful wood though. It's interesting, this half has the holes. The far side does not have any, so I'm not sure what I'm looking at, if I'm being honest. This side's pretty darn clean. Let's knock these nails out, start stacking boards. This wood is absolutely beautiful. I also didn't realize this when I was taking the floor up. I was wondering what these grooves were. Well, these are tongue and groove boards. I genuinely have no idea what would warrant tongue and groove boards of that size, but I mean, it really is something else. So I like both sides of it too, if I'm being honest. There's like this really nice wood grain, really nice. But then the other side has these holes in it. The best guess I have now, like coming up with it on the fly, is that this was part of the planing and joining process, that maybe there was some weird spiked wheel that pulled the board through to give it this tongue, this groove, and plane this side. I don't know. If you know the history of woodworking and all that stuff, manufacturing, I would love to know. And that is a swamp. Oh boy. If I go that way, I'll sink like knee deep in 2 seconds. Oh yeah, my big old concrete pillow. Well, it's a little more better. I just pushed the disaster this way. That tends to be one of my cleaning methods. I'm also getting rained on from up there, so we got a lot to do, gang. We got a lot to do. Water feature. Realizing now I didn't plumb that. Let's take a look. Pretty darn close. Good enough for me. Oh boy, howdy. It is humid and awful in here. Woof, what an ugly day. But we got a truckload of lumber, which is kind of exciting. I'm soaked. Anyway, let's get this stuff back to the ranch. I mean, that is right on the money. This will get more better once I figure out what the hell I'm doing. Not graceful at all. Jeez. I feel like I've never moved a lumber before. All right. No wobblies. Pretty darn good. All right, heavy stuff on 3. Seriously, it is encouraging to see something inside this house kind of get better. Whew. This is a pretty big deal. It went from smelling like cats in here to smelling like dirt, and now it smells like lumber. So we're definitely headed in the right direction, at least in the olfactory sense. So, the theory works. Taken off, I don't know, many dirts. I'm very happy to not be doing this with a shovel, I can tell you that much right now. All right, big start. Holy redneck CrossFit Batman. It is humid in here. A critter lived there for a period of time. But look, this is also drilled for a sink. You can save a ton of money doing the dirty work yourself, you know. How many days of selling your time at the office would it take to pay somebody else to do this? You know, you get over a little rodent poop real quick, because my time's worth more than everything. Get proud of doing it yourself too. All right. Don't hit my buddy's car. Neat and organized, guys. Stay neat and organized.
That is another dead raccoon. I would be more shocked if I hadn't already had one land on my head, demoing the ceiling in the kitchen.
Man, it stinks up here. That poor little dude. It does not smell like dead animal. That guy has been dead for a very long time. But it just smells. It smells like he lived up here for a long time, and so did all his buddies. This is pretty cool. This was up there in the attic, and I thought, that's interesting. So I kind of looked in it. It's got some jokes, but it's also a little bit of girly pictures in there. So I guess that was somebody's secret stash. It's kind of funny. But 1964, that was hidden in the attic and lost. It's pretty wild.
It's like a graveyard up here. Look at all these bones.
Man, oh man, I think that's about all I can stand. Whew. That end of the house is great weirdness. I'm convinced at this point that it was a one-room shack, but I don't know how it was laid out, like one-room-ish shack. Whatever the bathroom is now, I think might have been the kitchen. Maybe there was an outhouse or something like that. I really don't know. All right, this little glen looks like a pretty good resting spot for our little raccoon buddy. He's not trash. We're not throwing him out. We're not putting him in the dump. Sorry, little feller. We'll get that off of you. Let him return to nature, I suppose. Poor little guy. Trying to do right by him best I can. Boy, howdy. And another one right there. All right, sweet. Piece of cake. The floor is on a full, like, inch of cement and mud. Let's just see. Didn't bring my exploratory hammer with me, but let's give it an exploratory whang. The plot thickens. There's another crate. So that dates that bathroom, Reno at least, to the construction of this extension. Well, there are where all the curlers went. So in case you're wondering, this is where they put all their spare nails. So I'm gonna go karate. I'm not even trying to loosen this thing up. We're just taking it. We're just, yeah. Boy, howdy. Okay. Whew, it's crazy. Gracious. Redneck CrossFit. Is that another bone? Jeez. This wasn't as so much an abandoned house when I bought it, but like an abandoned wildlife refuge. That's interesting too. That suggests that tile was put over the hardwood. So who knows when that renovation happened. Over here, well, this side's all rotten off, and I thought, well, dang, that's pretty bad. But the water damage coming in from the vent pipe is not responsible for them cutting the floor joist and not moving another one around it. Well, thanks for tuning in to Between the Sharks and watching one dude try to repair one busted old house. There's plenty more where this came from.